Good afternoon, VV Nation. Welcome to the channel. My name is Glenn, Senior Stock Market Strategist for VectorVest. Glad to be here. Glad to have you here. And yes, I'm on my brand new Shure mic. If you can hear me loud and clear, by all means, please respond in the affirmative, preferably with VV Nation, to let me know that I am coming across loud and clear. A lot of you have said that this is one of the best mics in the industry for streaming. So VectorVest went out and spent like $100,000 on this mic to make sure it's good. Hopefully you guys are hearing it better. It sounds better. Joey's in the background adjusting stuff on the fly, all right, to make sure that this is not my 10th mic in 6 months. It is not it. Here's my other mic, just so that you know. Here's my other mic, all nice and cleaned up. Clay, I hope you're watching. The mic is super cleaned up now. It's good to go. But yeah, this is my new mic. And Joey's going to be doing a lot of stuff on the fly to hone it into me as we go along. I've been doing some shopping over the weekend and found some good stocks to buy now. Golden Child, that's going to be the 6 p.m. video tonight. I'm going to have some undervalued stocks that are less than $10. Going to get you some stocks on sale tonight. All right, that's what we're going to do. We're going to get you some stocks on sale tonight. We're going to talk about what's going on in the market. Is this it? Is this it? Make no mistakes, will you now? This is it. Does the singing sound better on the new mic? All right. With this mic, it's impossible to keep close to it. Yeah, it seems like Joey said I needed to be up on the mic. We'll see how it works. All right. What's up, Eton? I'm glad you're here. And we'll get to going. So we're looking at the homepage. A lot more yellow than we have red, which is different than what we've seen. Retailers buying stocks, but not professionals. I think professionals were getting out of the stocks that they were in. They were nervous. So that's what helped to drive the market down as well. I think professionals are going to start jumping in, and I'll tell you why in a second. Orla and RNBY looking good today. Man, how many of you have made some money off of Orla? How many of you made some, I'm in Orla. How many of you made some money off of Orla? And if that's the case, man, type a 1 in the room. And tonight's video is going to be giving you some new stocks on sale. RNMBY is another great stock. I'm big in defense. And once the budget gets we're going to put a lot of money into defense. So I'm glad to see a lot of ones on Orla. Again, I'm in Orla personally. A lot of the times when I give you stocks to take a look at, I have to step back a little bit and take a look and say, wow, I like that stock too. So I've been able to capitalize on the Orla move as well. Nice reverb. Did Joey just do something and put some reverb on the mic? Again, Joey's doing some stuff in the background to make this better. He might have thrown some reverb. That's good. RNMBY, I'm loving that one. Thank you. No problem, Ranch. That's what we're doing. Joey, someone says I'm echoing. I wonder if that's, you're not saying anything on the other end, so I'm going to turn
That was when I turned that reverb on just for a second.
Okay, there you go. All right, so I shouldn't be echoing anymore. Again, Joey's doing some stuff in the background. All right, let's get into the software. Before we even get into the news, let's get into the software. I want to show you some stuff. All right, what is one of the biggest things? What's up, Pennywise? One of the biggest things I'm looking for in this possible finding a market bottom. One, now theoretically looking at the graph, I can say that the market finally hit the bottom 2 days ago. We had a nice up day on Friday. What was I looking for today? Confirmation. And look at that. I am getting that confirmation. And if you're getting in now, look at that. Only 2 days off the market bottom. Our indicators, let's go put on a date line. Our indicators, the MTI and buy to sell ratio, were at or lower than the levels I needed them to be at for the market to start looking for a bottom. Nice up day on Friday. Nice continuation today. Very little wick at the top of the candle, which means that we are trading close to session highs today. Going back to the homepage, and I'm going to bring that up in a second. Going back to the homepage, you guys don't see, you do see it. Look at this. 63% of the stocks in the database are going up compared to only 26% of the stocks in the database going down. A good buying day. More stocks in the database going up than going down. Good, solid up day. Eton says, tough here, but surviving. I'm glad you're tuning in from Israel. John says, when Glenn sings and in some octave effects, and of course the pitch shifter says he stays in tune. It's because I'm great. I got a great voice. When can we expect the primary wave? Great, glad you asked that question. Alton, there it is. We got the primary wave up today as well. You see that right there? Primary, that's more confirmation. So we see potentially a market bottom 2 days.
The chat covering it.
Potentially we see 2 up days in a row. Primary wave up, more yellow in the color guard than green, than red. More stocks going up today than going down. I think we're in a good position. All right, I think we're in a good position. Let's go back to the graphs. All I was looking for is confirmation, and we're getting it. Our indicators are still below 1, but starting to rise. I think that the institutional investors will probably be getting back into the market. Is there a head and shoulders formation on the VVC chart? That's back here, not here. All I've got right now is a potential market bottom and now a rebound. How do you know when the market is bottom? When it stops going down and it starts going up. And that's what we got going on right now. That's what we got going on. Prakash, I'm not ready for all those stocks yet. I'm not ready for all of those stocks yet. All right. How many of you feel like this is a good time, that we finally have found a bottom and now are going up? Type of 1 in the room. Now, anything can happen between today and tomorrow and the rest of the week. But right now, I like what I see. Right now, I like what I see. And with that being said, I'm preparing you more so for the upside than the downside. I am going to give you some fish today. Now, maybe depending on tariffs, it's interesting. It's interesting. I was talking to Todd Schaefer today, and I was saying, do you realize that right now we're putting more emphasis on economic news than we are on tariffs? I think it's one of 2 things. People are either getting tired of hearing about tariffs or the tariffs are just settling in. I think it's a combination of the 2 or maybe one of the 2. All right. So with that being said, I think we take whatever I say, take what the market gives us, right? What do we have right now? Trading the chart. The market is rebounding off of this level of a low or a level of a bottom. Anything can happen, right? And if that does happen, one day doesn't make a trend. Let's go see if the market, and look at this, going from a downtrend here, connecting. There it is again. We're breaking through the downtrend. I think a lot of things are aligning right now to keep us more on the bullish side. And I'm not getting into the tariff story. I told you I'm not doing it. All right, zoom in on the chart. Zoom in where? I could put this on the 1-month chart. There it is. Whoop, there it is. There's the downtrend, finally breaking above. Is that what you were looking for, Johnny? Tariffs effects not seen in the economic data? Not yet. Still not yet. We are good as long as they're staying quiet about the tariffs. Again, you see that and hear that more and more. And again, I'm not getting into the tariff story anymore. I'm just not doing it. I wonder if it sounds better with my mic when I yell at you. Huh? I wonder. All right. So that's what the market looks like. A lot more stocks going up than going down. Glenn, Orla Mining has earnings tomorrow. Will you hold through it? Right now, RSAC Center, yes, I am. Right now, mining is hot. I think that they should beat earnings. They should beat revenues. I don't have an indicator for revenues. But I'm going to hold through earnings. If you're not comfortable doing that, I'm not mad at you if you take half off the table. I won't be mad at you if you take half off the table. All I know is that my defense stocks are holding their own and quite undervalued at the moment. My biggest play in defense is DFEN, but I also like that RNMBY. It's doing well since I let you know about it, and I'm glad you guys are making money with it. All right, with that being said, let's get into the news. Let's tab over to the news. Stories. Let's go to the first story. All right, so we got the Fed this week, right? What the Fed Chair Jerome Powell really should say this week. And is it going into, will the central banks cut the key interest rates, which I don't think that they will. How does the central bank look at the condition of the economy now? I think the Fed chair has said that the economy is strong. All right, jobs are going to affect the economy, but not yet, because a lot of the people who got laid off in the government, they have severance packages, so their jobs are still on the books. Once those severance packages expire, it's going to be bad for the job market. All right. How does it look at the economy's prospect over the next few years? Only Jerome Powell can say what he says. And how worried is the Fed about the current state of inflation? I think that he knows that it's on the rise, but I don't think he's going to go down the road of calling it transitory. But he's going to keep his eye on it. He's definitely going to keep his eye on it. Let's go to retail sales. We talked about that a little bit. Retail sales rise less than expected in February. So we'll see how, you know what that tells me? We got a softening economy, not a crashing economy, but we've got a softening economy. All right. Glenn, is all the earnings before or after the close? Let's go find out real quick. Researchinvesting.com. Let's go find out. I didn't put up earnings for this week. That sucks. I forgot to do that. Tools, earnings calendar. I think it's tomorrow. They're not big as far. There it is, Orla. And it's going to be, normally it shows me, when is it going to be? It doesn't tell me. That's interesting. Normally the moon means after the bell. The sunlight means before the open. It doesn't tell me. That's interesting. I don't know if that should concern me or not. I'm not sure if that should concern me or not, but it doesn't tell me, unless it's in a different country. Somebody back me up on that. Unless it's in a different country where it's got some jacked up time. Can anybody back me up on that? Because I'm not sure. But it doesn't tell me whether it's before or after the bell, and I'm thinking that it could be because it's in a different country with some jacked up time. Have you seen FGOVF in gold rising? My gold stock of choice right now is Orla, ASM. Those are my two. Glenn Oksana says it's before. Thank you. All right, so it's before. All right, interesting. That's going to be early in the morning. We'll see. I am holding Orla through earnings, though. And then staying on this page, let's go back to tools, economic calendar, and we should be looking at Wednesday. Let's click on that. My computer's moving a little slow. It's got some, Orla is in Canada. It's interesting, though, it didn't show there that if it was going to be in the morning or in the evening. Interest rate projection, and then the FOMC. So Ryan and I will be live. I think the decision is that he's not going to cut. What's up, Joy 4? I don't think there's going to be a cut. All right. Glenn, would it be a good strategy now to go 50% with all my cash in the sidelines in the S&PY and putting a 1% trailing stop? I think the 1% trailing stop is too tight. If you're going to stay tight, I would look at a 5 to 7% trail. All right. I think the 1% is going to get you out too quick. Now, I like what I see today. Am I telling you guys to back up the truck? The answer to that is no. I'm not going to tell you to back up the truck, but I'm not going to tell you not to get in. I like the idea of stepping in. We've got, looks like the bottom. We've got an up day after the bottom. We've got confirmation after the up day. I'm okay. And we got the primary wave up. We're on a day where more stocks are going up than going down. There's a lot of things in alignment to tell me that I think it's okay to step into the market. Anything good happening? Amir, we're going to get to that in a second. All right, so I wanted to show you those couple of things since you asked about it. Next one. This is an interesting story. Boyd unveils a new supercharging EV tech to build charging network in China. They're saying that they can charge a car just as fast as if you were putting gas in the car. A new platform that said it could charge EVs as quickly as it takes to pump gas. That'll be huge. That quickly to pump, to charge up your car. Anybody excited about that in any way, shape, form, or fashion? Type of 1 if you're excited, type of 2 if you don't know. Take everything China says with a grain of salt. I'm with you on that. But that's a big story. If they could actually charge a car with the same amount of time that it takes to pump gas? Because a lot of people, that's what a lot of people say. It takes you so long to charge your car as opposed to pumping gas. This could be an interesting story. Now, am I going to tell you to put all your eggs in this basket? No, I'm not going to tell you that. What did John say? John Boston's great advice. What did you say, John? John says, we usually 3 waves down in the market. We are still in the first wave down, just saying. We'll see. I like what the market looks like right now. Reason why I'm telling you to step in is because you're right. Anything can happen. Anything can happen in the next few days. All right? This so-called super platform will be capable of peak charging speeds of 1,000 kilowatts, enabling cars to use it to travel 400 kilometers, 249 miles on a 5-minute charge. 5-minute charge. It's going to be interesting. Now, you're right. You take everything that China says with a grain of salt. I'm all on board with that. All right. One of the big 3. How about this? Stellantis invests $41 million in Italy to make EV parts. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? All right, we're trying to get more manufacturing here. Stellantis is here, but they're putting money in a foreign market to make EV engine parts. It's not much to an EV engine, is there? All right, so I'm just putting that out there. Stellantis is investing 38 million euros in Verone plant in northern Italy to manufacture parts for electric engines for its upcoming small-size model. The plant will manufacture steel components for electric drive modules Stellantis currently makes in other European factories, the company said in its statement, adding the production is expected to start at the end of 2027. I like the story. All right, I do like the story. All right, go to another story. Nvidia. This is going to be big. Nvidia GTC 2025, what to expect for Nvidia's biggest event of the year. And last year, we made a portfolio of stocks that Nvidia talked about at this conference. That portfolio did well. All right, Nvidia, Nvidia's got the Midas touch. Everything it touches turns to gold. It's going to probably talk about some partnerships, but it will incorporate some quantum stuff. Some quantum stuff this year. This could be big. After the announcement or after the summit, I will build a new portfolio of stocks that they talk about that they're partnering with, and we're going to keep our eyes on those stocks. The GTC sometime is sell the news events. We'll see. Last year, again, that portfolio that I made from its last one did well. The portfolio did well. Again, anything that Nvidia touches, man, it really does turn to gold. So Andre says, I wonder if it will affect the battery's life, though. That's a good question. You know me, I want an EV that goes about 1,000 miles. Somebody said it'd be a 50,000 pound car, though, because with all of the batteries they would have to put into it, would be huge. So all I got to say, then, if I got an EV and went 1,000 miles, don't get in my way, because if I hit you, you're done. Better get into ION and Q. RGTI, I'm keeping my eyes on RGTI. I still think that it's a trade, but it's a good trade in the quantum space. It really, really is. It is a stock. When it moves just like that. Is there a quantum EDX? Yeah. QTUM. QTUM is the ETF for quantum. QTUM, if you want to take advantage of the whole space. All right. Let's go to the next story. Baidu says, this is an interesting story, but it's a story. Baidu says its new AI is smarter than DeepSeek, and this is the big part, and costs half as much. Now, DeepSeek said that they didn't spend a ton of money, and now Baidu says that they got better than DeepSeek at half as much. I don't know how much lower you can go in regards to having an AI assistant as far as price. Anybody believe this story? Type of 1 if you believe this story, type of 2 if you don't. When I can buy a charger for an EV on Temu that can charge in 15, oh gosh. Why are you all up on this Temu? You know something? Y'all think I be buying stuff from Temu. I don't be buying anything from Temu. But my wife buys stuff from Shein. I've never bought from either one of them. I'm not buying from Temu. Listen, I learned my lesson when I was buying from Wish. How many of you used to buy from Wish? Just type me. How many of you used to or still buying from Wish? Type of me. I learned my lesson from Wish. So I've not bought anything from Temu, nor have I bought anything from Shein. Deborah says no because they're using new atoms in uranium regarding batteries. I haven't heard that technology yet, Deborah. Not yet. A lot of Temu packages come through UPS. Temu is crappy stuff. I bought my wedding dress in Temu. Did you really, Harry? I'm not judging. I'm not judging. I'm not saying nothing about that. Andre said staying away. AI assistance pricing better than Crazy Eddie's. I know, right, John? So everybody's coming out with everybody's coming out with an AI assistant, and everybody's saying, no, it's cheaper. Mine is cheaper. Mine is cheaper. At some point in time, folks, you're going to get what you pay for when it comes down to an AI assistant. Glenn, why did you say that institutional investors were about to get in? Why would they get in why would they get in all of a sudden? Because, Edward, they were still holding stocks long. I think a lot of institutional investors were trying to cover their short positions. So they were short because the market was going down. Then the market is now starting to turn around. They should start now migrating from their short positions or safety stuff and moving back into the market. That's why I say that, Edward. That's why I said that. All right. And I think part of what was going on with the market going down outside of all the tariff stuff is that the big institutions were covering their positions, helping to get out of stocks. And now they're going to think about getting back in. If the market really has found the bottom, the institutional investors should start buying. Glenn, I knew you would get that Crazy Eddie's. That's right. Crazy Eddie's. You remember the other commercial? Automobile Club of America. Did you have to be that good? You remember that commercial back in the Crazy 80 days as well? Remember that? There's another commercial in New York. A lot of 3.8 crossovers. That's right. Why, Tom? Because the market is turning around. The market is turning around. And we got to see if there's real strong conviction to the upside, or it's just this, the market saying it got tired of going down and now it's turning around. We'll see. Another tech story. Google said to turn to MediaTek, which is a Taiwanese company, for cheaper AI processors. Who's that going to affect? It's going to affect people like AVGO and Taiwan Semi. MediaTek could be producing the new processors as soon as next year, the news outlet said, citing two people familiar with the matter. MediaTek also has a strong relationship with Taiwan Semiconductor, which factored into this decision. So now let's go down to the bottom. Google, Broadcom, MediaTek, and Taiwan Semi did not immediately win. There's a part of the story that says that this Taiwanese company will be IPOing soon. Where is it? Dang it. I saw it. There it is. A TPU. Google has traditionally exclusively used Broadcom. AVGO is going to get hurt by this. Application. The company signed up. Blah, 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 blah. I think this company, MediaTek, is set to try to IPO soon. But they've got a relationship with Taiwan Semi. AVGO is going to be the big company that's going to be hurt by it. And institutional investors are closing the short positions, correct? I would say that they are. That would make sense. They would be closing their short positions or their safety positions or their defensive positions. That's what I would say. All right. Another tech story. Supermicro, Charles Leong said he teamed up with Elon Musk's XAI to build the Colossus data center. Look at this. In just 122 days. Just 100, man, that's a short amount of time. It's a short amount of time. We're going to see how that works out. But that is on Supermicro, SMCI. That's going to be interesting. XAI is Musk's AI company, but it's under Musk. It's not publicly traded as of yet. I'm nervous about the primary wave because the bar moved down faster than the price went up. Just me, says Christian. Listen, MediaTek is very big in Taiwan, and that's why I think having that relationship with Taiwan Semi, that's going to help them. Well, inadvertently, it's going to help them because they have a relationship with TSM. AVGO is pretty much getting left out in the cold a little bit. What else? I predicted the market would be up after the third week in March and this year, and we will not have sale out in May. I was, me, I don't want to always predict. I'm not trying to predict. All right. I want to take what the market gives me and trade what the market gives me. I'm in Orla, ABSCI, XPeng, Rigetti. Hold on. Joy, let's go see if we get to look at some of those stocks today. Okay. And you're right, Tom. I like the idea, a lot of 3-8 crossovers. I'm going to look at that search today. Look at that search to help you out there as well. All right. Next story. One of my favorite stocks, Archer Palantir, to build an AI foundation for future of next-gen aviation. Next-gen aviation also going into defense. You notice that a lot of stocks are slowly but surely getting into that. Defense is going to be huge this year, folks. I don't know how much I can tell you about as far as emphasizing. Defense is going to be huge this year. Really, really is. But I like both of these companies, Archer and Palantir. I like the collaboration there. Use Palantir Foundry and AIP to boost Archer's aircraft manufacturing capabilities. Greetings, Glenn. Wow, I don't know what that is. La Fail Padrag Sonaduit. I don't even know if I said that right. Are you buying anything? Oh, that's Bill and John. All right. Cruises. Interesting about cruises. All right. I just went on a Norwegian cruise to Hawaii. But look at that, the Icon of the Seas. That's a big boat. I don't even know how that boat stays afloat. That's a lot of boat. Someone here, Dolphin Dave, I believe, has been on the Icon of the Seas. But I was on Norwegian's second ship. First time we went to the Caribbean, we were on the Joy. And this time we were on the Pride of America. It's much smaller boat, but loved it. Glenn, what is your process to find those relevant news? Let me show you something. When I go to do research, I want you to see all of the sources that I have. Look at this. I look at a lot of stuff. I look at a lot of stuff to get my news. So when I try to bring news to you, I try to do the research. This listing of sources is here for you. Well, here for me. This is where I get my news from. So there's a lot. Joey hates when I have all these up, so I'm slowly but surely not keeping them all up in the same time anymore. Abe, hopefully that answers your question. Palantir has partnerships with Anduril. I've talked about that. New Defense Undersecretary was executive there, LHX and Microsoft. I do like Anduril. I have talked about that. But talking about this news, if you have money and want to take a cruise vacation, you don't seem to care much about the noise over how the tariffs could hurt the economy or the sell-off in the Wall Street. I took my cruise right in the middle of all this tariff stuff. You know something? Norwegian is my ship of choice, but Royal Caribbean, from what I hear, you pay a little bit more there, but you get the bigger bang for your butt for your buck with Royal Caribbean and Carnival. Carnival is a party boat. I'm too old right now to want to go on a Carnival cruise. I'd rather stick to Norwegian or Royal Caribbean. But it seems like people are cruising. Has anybody taken a cruise this year? Type of 1. And if you're going to take a cruise in the future, type of 2. If you're not doing any cruising at all, type of 3. All right, I'm curious. Has anybody cruised this year? Type of 1. Are you taking a cruise in the future? Type of 2. If you're not thinking about taking a cruise at all, type of 3. All right, interesting. But the cruise lines are rocking. People are going on cruises. Precaution's going on a cruise in 23 days. There you go. You already started counting down. All right. I've never heard of Cunard. I've heard of MFC. Celebrity is another line. I've not been on them. There's so many. 3 cruising on a motorcycle instead. But a lot of people are not thinking about cruises, and that's okay. That's okay. But there's a lot of people, they're moving up. Investors seem to assume the cruise stocks, which had not been hot in the past couple of years, would suffer like those in many other consumer-facing companies have, following the warnings of a pullback in discretionary spending as consumers waited to see how the Trump administration's policies would play out. People are cruising. Not Tom Cruise. Way to go, Walter. All right, another interesting stock. Klarna. I don't think that Klarna is a publicly traded company, but the news is this company, Klarna, replaces Affirm as the buy now, pay later provider at Walmart. 2019, Walmart went to Affirm. Now they're replacing a firm with this Klarna. I don't know what happened. I think maybe it's cheaper, maybe it's more flexibility, but that's going to hurt a firm. Now, a firm is doing business with a lot of other companies outside of Walmart, but Walmart being the biggest brick and mortar retailer is going to have to hurt a firm. So you got to keep your eye. Look at that; it's down over almost 11% today. That's big news. All right, so I'm wondering what all made them want to move to this company. Unfortunately, as a Canadian, no visits to the U.S. for me in the near future. Okay, people who take a lot of cruises should buy 100 shares and get 100%. You know something? I'm going to do that. I think we're going to take a cruise. We're going to take 2 cruises before 2027. We're going to take another cruise probably next year, and then for my wife's 60th, we're going to the We're going to do a Mediterranean cruise. I told her I'm gonna, in about 5 years, I'm gonna take her. We're gonna do a Mediterranean cruise. Has anybody ever done a Mediterranean cruise? Just type the word MED. If you've done a Mediterranean cruise, type the letters MED. I want to go to Greece. I want to go to Greece. I don't care about anybody else. I just want to go to Greece. I might take one on the Hudson. Oh boy, I've been on the Circle Line and the Dayliner, Pennywise. I've been there. All right, so you've done 7 days, $100 med. Come visit me, Eton. I would do that. I want to get to Israel. I do want to get to Israel, but that'll be a different trip. It won't be a cruise. I do want to get to Israel. Wow, a lot of you have come. A lot of you have done a med cruise. Wow. I've not done one, but I think I need to take Janet on one. We both want to go to the Mediterranean. Italy and Greece, let's go. All right, maybe the Greek islands, Malta. Yeah, I want to go. So in 2027, what is it? What's 2030, if we live, 2030, Janet and I are going to do a Mediterranean cruise. Hey, Joey, you want to go on a cruise with us?
I'm gonna cruise Colorado.
You're going to cruise Colorado? That's within the country.
Yeah.
Why do you want to cruise Colorado?
Yeah.
They got water in Colorado?
Maybe Kansas or Iowa.
So what are you going to cruise on land? Oh my gosh. I took a river cruise on the Danube. Let's do a VV cruise. We might be doing that. Maybe, Prakash, we might be. All right, was that my last story? I think that was my last story. All right, let's get back into the software. And let's go take a look at what I got for you today. Viewers, let's go talk about the indices. Where are the indices at right now? Again, more stocks going up than going down. Cruises don't. Joey's not liking cruises. Do you get seasick, Joey? Is that what it is? I mean, it's okay. You get seasick.
All those people get sick on there all the time. I just hear too many horror stories. I don't want to be stuck on a boat with a bunch of sick people.
Okay. Joey doesn't want to be stuck on a boat with a bunch of sick people. Okay. You know you can go outside on the deck and there's a bunch of fresh air out there, right? You do know that. I'm just putting that out there. I don't know if you realize that, but you can go out on the deck and there's a bunch of fresh air. All right, looks like there's a mixture in the market today. The Qs are slightly down. One thing that does catch my attention is the market may be up. More of the indices may be up, but they're not up like with a whole bunch of oomph. All right, there's not a whole bunch of oomph. So we'll see. I still like, look at that, RT on the VIX. I'm not worried about that. RT is above 1 on the Dow. That's the only one that's got an RT above 1. I'd like to see more of the indices with RTs above 1, which gives me more of a feel that the market really is on the upside. I didn't do earnings. I'm surprised I didn't do earnings this week. But my big news stocks, all the stories that I just looked at, let's go see what they're doing. Biggest move is on, looks like Baidu. The Baidu news. All right. I just don't know if they're going to come out with an AI assistant that's less than DeepSeek, but better. Again, you're going to get what you pay for if you just are. Let me sort this by percent price change. Notice tech, TSM, sell, Google, sell, AVGO, sell. That's going to be affected by Walmart. Don't I have Walmart in here? It's going to be affected by the Walmart news, WMT. What is Walmart doing today based on that move to a different company? Look at that. It's up today. Boyd with the charging your car as fast as pumping gas. up 2.5%. Archer with its collaboration with Palantir. Palantir is down, but Archer is up. What else? Stellantis. What just happened? Oh, did I just double click? I didn't mean to double click. That was weird. Okay. That was weird. All right, Stellantis with its building of EV parts in Italy. Palantir is just down today. AVGO, again, they're going to be affected by the story with TSM, Walmart, SMCI moving down, and Nvidia moving down as well. All right, if I was looking at any of these stocks to get into out of the news stories, what would I look at? Interesting, the Baidu story is pushing the stocks higher, bigly higher. Look at that. Look at that. Big open candle on big volume. Just be careful with it. Just be careful with it. I'm going to give you a stop point. Let me give you a stop point right here, about halfway through that, about 98.50. 98.50 would be my stop point on Baidu. Archer, I love the collaboration with Palantir. In and uptrend coming off a low. Not even at support. Overvalued, but value is starting to rise a little bit. I like that. I like that. What else? Let's go to the next one. Nice move on Boyd. Nice move on Boyd based on the whole idea of charging a car in about 5 minutes. That's gonna be big. What I'd really look for to see if this story has legs is see if it breaks through that level of resistance. And guess what? It's right there, about 51.74. Boyd may not be a bad play right now based on that news. That's big news. I'm looking at Walmart, up day today, very little wick at the top. Coming off a low. I'd like to see more volume, and I'd like to see RT go above 1. Norwegian, that was the wrong stock. That's not what I wanted. But it's moving, whatever it is. Foreign. Remember Ryan did the shift of where stocks were going to the foreign market? It's there. That wasn't Norwegian. Sorry. Stellantis, TSM. I think that's, the company in Taiwan. That company has ties to TSM. And I think it's going to help TSM indirectly. Real quick, Google. No, I wouldn't touch it yet. Palantir, if you're not in it, you know me, I'm holding it long term. AVGO, nice little rebound today, but wick at the top of the candle. Oh, SMCI, not yet. In a channel still, down day. I'm not going to ever buy in a down day. And Nvidia, still not ready. I like that it broke through the downward channel, but it's going to retest this level of support of about 113. We'll see what happens with that. All right, so those were the big news stories. Now I'm going to give you some fish. Where's the money going today? Should I sell Nvidia or wait for next week? You saw that Nvidia was at a level of support, right? Let's go back to Nvidia real quick. Nvidia down day, right? And it's still a sell recommendation. View the stock graph. Where is it? It is, look at that, it's in a channel. If it breaks below this level of 113.16, I'd be careful because now it's back in that down territory again, right? Right now, one day doesn't make a trend. 1, 2, 3, 4 days, 3 out of the last 4 days, the stock has gone up. Today is a down day. Would I panic and sell it? Not yet. I'm not going to panic, but I do have a level of support that I'd keep my eye on, all right? That's what I'd be looking at as far as Nvidia is concerned. Let's go look at where the money is going today. Take a cruise around the Great Lakes and through the locks. You know what I want to do? I saw an advertisement. When we get retired, I'm definitely thinking about doing a cruise around the world. It's like 230 some odd days around the world. It's a lot of money though, but I can do it. Thinking about it. All right, Chinese stocks on a big move today. I don't know how much money you want to put into Chinese stocks. Every time China goes up, it goes down hard. Uranium is up today. The bearish side of natural gas is up today. Utilities is up today. Energy is up today. Gold miners, copper. There's my QTUM. That's my ETF on quantum. The whole space up 1.3% today. Real estate is up. Lithium is up. The jets, the planes are up. Consumer staples are up. What's moving down? This is Yang. This is the bearish side of China. Real estate, natural gas is moving down today. Bitcoin is moving down today. Consumer discretion moving down today. The dollar's moving down today. Silver's moving a tad bit down today, flat to down. I use this pretty much as my heat map. You know, when I do a live presentation, heat map of where the money is, where the money's going. That's why it's called "Where's the Money Going?" All right. Here's some fish. MPI, near perfect indicator, 1 day optional. YRD, CDE, and if you go look at these graphs real quick, look at this. Look at this. Wow. YRD, undervalued, value rising, good volume RT. Woo! Write this down. Write it down. Uncle Glenn's giving you some fish. I like CDE. I like mining overall. There's a couple of other mining stocks I like better, but I like this move coming off the low, breaking above the stop price, now becoming a buy recommendation. Undervalued, value starting to rise. RT is above 1. What else is here? Okie dokie. Utility. Utilities on the rise, breaking above its stop price. Undervalued, value's pretty much moving level. RT is above 1 though. I don't like the falling volume. Be careful with that one. But it's trading at session highs today. FICO, overvalued, nicely moving up. This one I'm not near. It's an $1,800 stock for utility for software financial. Not a lot of money. A lot of money for that. Nice little move on AAMI. Undervalued, grossly undervalued. I'd like to see more volume though. All right, so that's my MPI. MPI enhanced. Good morning, Glenn from Portland. Good morning, VIX. It's still a mixed market, especially in the NASDAQ. I agree. So I am seeing some positive things that possibly a bottom 2 days ago, market stopped going down. We're now up for 2 days in a row. The side, what am I looking at? The primary wave is up. I'm getting more follow through. Even though we got a mixed market sing, I'm getting more follow through. All right, I'm getting more follow through. So we'll see. These are other stocks. These are MPI enhanced. Let's go look at these. Whew. Man, every time I got to talk about Orla. If you're not in Orla, I don't know what I need to do to get you in the Orla. But I'm in it. A little bit of wicked today's candle. All right. So we got a little bit of selling pressure. Probably a lot of people taking profits because they've made some money on it. Do we think that 2 days up is good enough indicator for a trend? I'm looking at more than just 2 days up. Remember, I'm getting a primary wave. We broke through a downtrend. So, Vic, I know you came a little later, but we're breaking through to the upside on a downtrend on the composite, right? We got the primary wave up. We do got 2 days up in the market. So it's more than just 2 days up. Does that make sense, Vix? I'm looking for several different layers. I'm looking for several different layers as we step back into the market. And I'm not telling anybody to go gangbuster into the market right now, but I'm just saying I'm ready to dip my toe in the water, and I'm giving you some fish to take a look at. That's all. No contras. I got Star Search plays too. Let's go look at graph these. Put these into Star Search. Do the graph layouts, Star Search. Look at these breaking into the fast lane. Tao. That's a Chinese stock though. All right. You know me. I like the pinches and the breaks. I'm breaking you with nice big bar here into the fast lane. This next one. Nicely. CDE. Full bar into the fast lane. LDOS. Full bar into the fast lane. Watch the wicked today's candle. Guess is another one. Watch big selling today, but it is in the fast lane. It is in the fast lane. PPTA in the fast lane. Watch the wick. So I do have some stocks that are in the fast lane as fish to give you today. And last, what we're going to do today is we're going to look at your picks. How many likes do we have? 58. You know how many stocks you get? You get 6 stocks. All right, here we go. Again, you know the rules. For every 10 likes, you get a stock. For every 10 likes, we get a stock. NRR? No, that's not it. Sigh, I went too slow. Man, I'm taking the first. All right, now it's moving up. Hold on. Let's try this again. MOS. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, I'm only going to take one. If you give me more than one, I'm only going to take one. 5. Thanks, Glenn. I didn't know how to change the chart. There you go. HBM, Honeywell. How many stocks is that? We're up to 8 stocks. I'm 8. I'm going to give you 9. All right. After Honeywell comes PSIX is going to make the list tonight in stocks. By the way, Ross, it's going to be one of the stocks that I'm looking at for tonight's video. KTOS is already in there. AES, SoFi. Ooh, SoFi. You blow my mind. Where's SoFi? Man, you gave me a lot of stocks today. How many stocks we got? 9. We got 88 likes. There we go. 9 stocks it is. 9 stocks it is. Again, the rule is for every 10 likes we get, you get a stock. Every stock you gave me is moving up today. Only one stock is a sell recommendation. You keep giving me decent stocks to look at, which is a good thing. All right. What do you like about the stock? What do you like about the stock FGOVF? It's not one of the stocks that came up in my top 10 or top 9. Deborah, I haven't looked at it. I don't know much about it. Glenn, could you please show the parameters of your star search? Yeah, I think it's the regular star search. Oh, you gotta have Pro Trader in order to use it. You gotta have Pro Trader. It's in the Pro Trader. I didn't deviate from the star search that's already in the Pro Trader. All right. Honeywell is doing a spin-off soon, isn't it? I did hear that. So Eduardo, this is just the typical star search in the VectorVest software. All right. I don't want graphs. I want to go back to the viewers. Let's go take a look at your stocks. Just take this, put it on to my, nope. What is my VectorVest graph? VV graph YT. So this is a standard VectorVest graph, except for I added 2 things. I added value and volume. I do like the move. This is one of the stocks that's in my video tonight. All right, nice big move. This was news driven. Nice big move. Very little wick at the top. RT is above 1. Look at the rising volume. All right. SNCR, big wick at the top of the candle. I got a lot of selling pressure. If you're in it, don't panic sell. I'm going to give you a stop price. There it is, right there, about 1082. That's the last swing high. That's what I'd be looking at. There's a lot of selling pressure right there. Be careful. Volume is good. RT is above 1, but falling. Watch the selling pressure. I'm going to do something different today in a second. Depends on how quickly I can get through these. AES, I like the rise up. AES, I like the rise up. There it is. Undervalued, value starting to rise. I don't like the falling volume, though. Not a lot of conviction right now, but I love the trend line. If you're in it, trade the trend line. Let's go to the next stock. KTOS on the move. This is a defense stock. If I'm looking for more confirmation, tell you what I'm looking for. 12 cents higher than the high. Could I get into it? Yes. RT just went above 1. I'd like to see more volume, but I do like the open candle, very little wick at the top. RT is above 1. I would put a half a position in there. If it breaks above that level of resistance, I'd put another one. ERO copper. Look at the value. It is undervalued, but value is falling. Be careful with this. RT did go above 1. I know that copper is moving today. If you're looking for more confirmation before you get into it, I'd look at this 1460 price here. But I do like RT just went above 1. Volume is pretty steady. I wouldn't be mad at you if you trickled into that stock. Nice move on HBM, another mining company. A lot of mining companies are making money. All right. RT is above 1. I'd like to see more volume, though. This is moving sideways. Honeywell, I'm not. I like that it's moving up, but this stock's got to get out of its own way. I got a probably a level of resistance here, and then another level of resistance here. Notice that it's overvalued and value is falling. That doesn't make me feel warm and fuzzy. All right, even though it's moving up, it doesn't make me feel warm and fuzzy. Mosaic is on the move. I like the little spinning top, rise up, undervalued, moving up. RT is above 1. I'd like to see more volume, but I do like this move right now. Knowing that I'm going to give you a level right about here. I'd be looking for a breakout above that level, but more days going up than going down. RT is above 1. I like to play very little wick at the top of the candle. SoFi. I like to bounce off support, but it's got 2 levels to get through of resistance. All right, 2 levels of resistance to get through, and RT is not above 1 yet. All right, tell you what I'm going to do. How much time? Good, I got 10 minutes. I'm going to take, hold on, weekly customer picks, new folks. I won't always be able to do this, but on a day like today, I still have 10 minutes left. I'm looking for stocks now only from new people. All right. Read, listen to what I just said. I need to put a little bit of shine on the new people on the channel. We don't always do that. I'm looking at new people, and I'll know by your names. I'm looking to take stocks from new. There we go, Madhan. That's what I'm talking about. I'm looking for new people. I'm going to put, Jake, you're not new. I'm looking to put some shine on the new people as a way of saying thank you for joining our channel. Bart, I don't think you're new. Stock Change Life, FSLR. There we go, FSLR. I'm looking at the names. Deborah, different Deborah. All right, DECK, I got you. Lugo, SENSNEX. David, INSPY. I ain't got it. Joey, put that in our chat, see if I can get it added. Dari, we already just looked at SMCI. All right. Glenn, would you mind checking? See, because you asked so nicely. New people. Can a new person say drug? I'm going to put in drug. New people. Kenneth, there we go. KGC. Rocks, SMR. INSPY. I ain't got that one either. Did you just put that in there twice? Giuseppe, Riot. Andre, ANET, ANET. Steven, ANET. Steven says fix. Rox, I already took one from you. Goitum. Hopefully I said that right. Ant. All right. And ants I didn't have. All right. So here we go. This is just from the new people. I like that. We need to do that every so often. All right, I'm going to go through. Wow. You gave me a lot of stocks that sell recommendations. All right. A lot of these stocks have RVs above 1. They got good upside. Earnings growth rate, double digits for the most part. All right. Let's take a look at them. We're going to go through them quickly. I just wanted to take sometimes we got to appreciate the new people here. KGC, undervalued, values rising. I like the rise. I got a level of resistance right here, about 12.30. Once it gets past that, I think the stock is going to have good upside. Look at the volume. I like this play. I'd love to see it break below that, though. RT is above 1. Next one, SNEX. Leveled in at a level of support right here, right? Moving up. RT is above 1. I love that it's undervalued. I need more confirmation of the upward move. Open candle today, very little wick, maybe breaking through the downtrend. I like that. I want more, especially from a volume perspective. I want more conviction behind the move. RT is above 1. Let's go to the next one. Nice move on Fix. Fix was a nice, good stock. Nice move on Fix. Might be bottoming out. I'd love to see it get above the stop price and get back to a hold recommendation. It's been so beaten up that it's now undervalued. I'd like to see more volume, and I'd love to see RT go above 1. This is setting up. I'm not ready to go buy this. Janice says new versus old, rude. No, it's not. Hey, how many people think it was a good idea to highlight some of the new people stocks? Just type a 1 in the room. How many people thought it was a good idea to highlight some of the brand new people in the room stocks? Type a 1 in the room. I'm just curious. I think it's kind of cool. I want to accommodate everybody. And this is a great way for us to say thank you for joining our channel and taking some time to be here. All right? Asking for a new person, rants. Hold on. I may not be able to get that today. All right? But I like the move on fix. I like the open candle. Watch the wick. I'd like to see it move up enough to move out of the sell recommendation. I do like that it's undervalued, and I'd really like to see RT goes above 1. What does a yellow candle mean? It means the price is unchanged from the previous candle. Let me see if I can find one. When I find one, I'll show it to you, George. Nice move on CLS, bottoming out. I got level of resistance. It's got to get past those. I love that it's undervalued. I'd like to see the stock get above this blue line, which is the stop price, so that we can get the stock back into a hold recommendation. I'd like to see RT go above 1. This is setting up. I'm not ready to buy it yet. All right, this is a setup. Probably the same thing with a net. Found the level of support. It's, if I were to draw a trend line, it broke outside of the downtrend. It is under the stop, which keeps it a sell. Again, trade the chart, not your heart. I like the setups. But these are setups, not ready to buy them yet. All right? No. Decker, just no. It's still within the downtrend. Look at that. If I extend that out, it's still within the downtrend. Nothing's telling me it's okay to buy Decker yet. Nothing. I love that it's been beaten up, that it's below its value, that it's undervalued. But this stock is just going down and in a fast way. Maybe you could go over one day and review boom strategy. What is a boom strategy? I don't know what that is. All right, let's go to the next one. First Solar. Clean energy is high on my list, preferably with uranium. Solar I like. I don't like wind turbines because they kill the birds. So this First Solar doesn't look good yet. Not yet. I don't even think it's setting up yet. All right. I like that it's undervalued, but value is falling as well. RT is not above 1. I'm not feeling this. Volume is decreasing, so there's no conviction to the move. All right. Stop it, Jazz. TD, no, trade, not yet. I got an update today, but trading the chart, I got a downtrend. Trading the chart. Remember, folks, even if you're brand new to the channel, trade the chart, not your heart. Look at the gap down. Never faded the gap. Sell recommendation. No, not yet. Deck makes great boots. Don't matter what they make. They not making money in as a stock. All right, next one. Drug. Interesting. I got a level of support. I can clearly see it right there. All right. It's just meandering along. It's in a channel. Look at the wick today, right up to that channel. Level of resistance is 37.78. RT is below 1, telling me the stock's not in an uptrend. I do like the bump up in value. It is still overvalued. I'm not feeling that. It's in a channel. I needed to break above that level first, and RT go above 1. Riot. I'm not a big fan of crypto. You all know that, right? But I'm not a fan of the miners either. The miners have been left in the dust after crypto halved. After crypto halved, the miners have gotten beaten up. Have they had some up days? Absolutely. But what's the trend? The trend is still down, sideways to down. Trade the chart, not your heart. All right, trade the chart, not your heart. And the last stock in this list, SMR Nuclear, broke above this level of resistance, but testing is the level of support really quickly. Indecision today. I like the bump up in value. RT is still below 1. It's not in the fast trend, and volume is trending down. All right, look at that. I got in stocks for everybody today, whether you're a regular or whether you're new. And look at that, Joey. We're right at 1 o'clock, so I don't want to hear your mouth. All right, you be like, that's for Joey. I'm right here at 1 o'clock. That's my allotted time. So with that being said, I got to go. I'm not talking to you anymore. Stop talking to me, Joey. Stop talking to me.
Trades my heart and right.
Shut up. Oh, my God. Trades my heart and not the heart. Trade the chart. All right, folks. Thank you for being here today, listening to my brand new mic. If the mic sounded better than it normally does, type a 1 in the room as you go out. All right? Type a 1 in the room and make sure you hit the like button. We got over 100 likes today. Adios, arrivederci, ciao, au revoir, sayonara, aloha to all my peeps in Hawaii. I love all my peeps in Hawaii. I'm going to go there to live forever, never, never. Odabu. Oh, first off, remember, there's a lot of good people in the world. If you can't find one, be one. Odabu, bom dia, salam, shalom, namaste, yasu. Until the next time, folks.